Hi, everyone. I have to say that I'm like really happy to be here. This is a community that I really care about, and I'm like all like nervous, happy. This is a community that I really care about, and I almost feel like it's a really remarkable and important thing to just take a moment and feel it. Like feel what we have here. If you're just coming here and haven't been here for the whole weekend, this is the culmination of a 2-day unbelievable event which brought people from around the world together to share their videos. There were screenings, there were talks, and people got to meet in high definition and actually experience one another. From a very vibrant community that has really just seen small pictures of each other. So tonight is the culmination of that, which is the inaugural Vimeo Awards. And because it's the very first one, we get a chance to reflect not only on the last year, but on the entire, albeit brief, history of online video. And it's been crazy, right? In 2003, the average amount of time that people watched a video was 7 seconds. Seriously, it wasn't that long ago. And now people, on average, watch 184 videos a month, and there's feature films being released online. It's remarkable. And Hollywood, it's thinking back in a nostalgic way. Like Hollywood in the beginning was like a cruel stepmom, and it'd be like she caught us putting on her makeup and trying on her dresses, and she was like, "You look cheap and sort of slutty. Only I know how to please Daddy." And she gave us like an allowance of like $100, a minute. And, that was sort of part of it, was this notion that there was this tag of amateur associated with online content. And obviously that's changed. I mean, if you've been here and watched these screenings and are looking at the stuff that's going to be here tonight, and are actually just alive at this point, you realize that it's absolutely incredible what's happening. And so what I started to think about in anticipation of this was, what exactly are we celebrating here? What is online video at this point? Because the line of online is starting to blur all over the place. We're watching television content on our computers and watching internet content on our televisions, right? And it's not necessarily about the intent really either, or the mode of production. I mean, they're using 7Ds to film Hollywood pilots now, right? I mean, there's something else. If online video is to be celebrated, I'm not sure if it's a thing. What I think it is that what we're celebrating here is something that's happened, a process. In a way, the last 10 years have been kind of like a rediscovery, and then a hyper, like, crack intensified revisiting of the evolution of film in a tiny short little span, right? Like a simplification and then a re-evolution, a revolution, a revolution. And I think that went along 3 distinct vectors, that revolution. And it went along the vectors, I think, of technology, opportunity, and people. Those were the kind of 3 aspects. In technology, obviously we had this dual thing happen where prosumer technology was incredibly available all of a sudden and kind of cheap. But at the same time, there were like these crazy limitations, bandwidth limitations, storage limitations. So we had to we had the capability of doing stuff, but we had to make really small little downloadable chunks at a time. And we had a tiny little frame to work with. And so it was like a rediscovery of very small, close-framed elements. On the opportunity side, the cost of distribution goes down to 0. And all of a sudden, we have like access to these incredible audiences. And at the same time, we have places like Vimeo, which offers simple, easy solutions to put content online. And at the same time, we experience this radical vulnerability that we have, right? You're exposing yourself to this audience, this like massive audience, and you have no protection. You don't have managers and agencies and the bureaucracy of Hollywood in the way, and there's fucking comments. Imagine if Hollywood had comments. And that brings me to the last really important part, which is people. And that's, you know, there's a part of me that's just like so excited about tonight and where this has come, because over the years there's been a lot of sort of funny comments about online being kind of like the poor man's television, but in a way that's what makes it so incredible. Like, nobody was making money, and they kept doing it, and they kept doing it, and they didn't even have a business model at all, and they kept doing it. And at the same time, because they didn't have the resources, they had to do everything. And it was this rediscovery of the entire process through all of the lenses. The technological lens, they had to, like, you know, learn how to edit, learn the technology, learn what H.264 encoding is, right? It's just incredible. So the question is now we're at some kind of inflection point. I don't know if it's exactly right now, but there is some kind of a convergence going on. And there's a kind of nostalgia, and I just wonder where this notion of the amateur fits in. Are we sort of going to miss it? Like, was that just a function of this little transformation? Or are we like Charlton Heston, like walking out onto the beach, and we're, instead of the Statue of Liberty in the sand, it's the Hollywood sign, like half buried, and we're like, oh, we're in Hollywood. Whoa. I'm not sure. But I can't wait to find out. And that's what we're here tonight to do. So tonight we're going to see some of the most incredible, funny, weird, artistic, freaky, wonderful videos from around the web. And all of them were created by you. It's a real honor to be here, and welcome to the first Vimeo Awards. That's pretty awesome, by the way. This set thing, right? This like live Tetris fail. It's incredible. It's called Architectural Projection as well, and it has a line of its own. As I was saying before I was rudely cut off by my co-host, the architectural projection here, this was courtesy of Seeper, and we want to thank them for that. And it's pretty obvious what the first category of tonight is, which is animation. Outstanding animation. The web has created an audience for animation like never before, and you've probably seen a lot of animation online. You know, tonight's finalists just have presented some absolutely mind-blowing stuff. And here they are in the category of animation.
Oh yeah, I love this song.
Leslie and you, how do you know each other again?
I told you, she's an old friend of mine.
The 60s caught capitalism completely off guard. How were companies to sell products to a generation that had rejected consumerism? The answer was to tune into the movement and to sell to the individual in everyone.
And the Vimeo Award for Outstanding Animation goes to Between Bears by Aaron Hilali.
I wanted to share a few frames with you. This first frame, which was actually one of the first frames I started designing the characters for my film. While working on this, I was working on another project and had this frame lying in my computer, and playing with all the layers, all the different composite modes, I suddenly got this frame without really intending to, and I guess this frame was the frame that started the film for me. The kind of vague story that I have in my film started here.
Unfortunately, Aaron could not be here, so I'm going to accept the award on his behalf and put it right down here. Please welcome one of tonight's Vimeo Award judges, as well as the writer, director, and star of the Academy Award-nominated Super Size Me, and the upcoming film Freakonomics, Morgan Spurlock.
Thank you very much. That thing is awesome. Today, the internet is creating a tidal wave of documentary filmmaking. With this surge comes an ever-expanding audience hungry for quality work. But what's also changing is the form of documentary itself. We're now seeing documentaries produced solely for the web. Shorter, more concise, more targeted to an audience who wants to know the truth. The documentary and its subject remains alive through comments and blogs and additional information posted online. The conversation can go on forever and maybe even shake up some old ways of thinking, convincing the viewer to actually take action. Tonight we're honoring the new wave of documentarians. Here are the finalists.
自分にとってはもうアートっていうよりはもっと本能的な危うさとか野生味みたいなのを感じさせる、自分の中から引き出すものだと思う。
You want to know not necessarily who to blame, but why did this happen? But then why isn't this happening to us? What makes us so special that this should not happen to us? We're just two ordinary people, just like anyone else.
I open the curtains, adjust the focus and the rack if either of them are slightly out, and then let the film play. The light from the projector lamp is incredibly powerful, and I like sometimes how it reflects in odd places around the booth.
There's no question you get people who just somehow or other, it's whatever they do, it goes wrong. And it kind of, you get this sense of a luckless fellow who tries everything. He's the person who ever, you know, every time they drop a bit of toast, it falls butter side down.
Odin stayed with Cynthia because I moved into a different place and they wouldn't let dogs in, and it's 5 flights up, and my place had 5 flights of stairs, and we were thinking about, we were like, we can't take him. I knew he was, dude, I knew he was going to die 2 months ago. I knew it. It was my own childish fears.
And the winner of the Vimeo Award for Outstanding Documentary is Last Minutes with Odin by Elliot Rausch Lucas Corver, Matt Taylor, and Fos Pictures.
Last Minutes with Odin actually came from a larger doc we were shooting with Jason. He's an amazing man, I love him to death, but he can really be temperamental, and in this moment we were actually visiting his friend who was living homeless above a body shop. And he flipped out on me.
I want my homeboy the f*** out of here with his kids. That's what I want. I want your film, homie.
I'm telling you my
perspective. I don't give a f*** about your film, homie. I want my homeboy the f*** out of here now with his kids. All right.
I think the dialogue we have in these moments couldn't be more raw and pure. Nothing Hollywood about it.
You know, it hurts. And I'm talking out of fear. You know what I mean? But I'm like, it hurts to see my friend hurt, Elliot. And like, and I don't mean to attack you, but I'm just like, I don't think I felt bad to bring the cameras in there, El. Right. You know what I mean? I felt bad bringing those cameras in there. I'm like, should we be showing this? Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm a part of it, you know? I am a part of it. You know, you guys feel what I'm talking about?
I think it's the brutal honesty of Jason Wood and his ability just to be transparent that made Last Minutes with Odin so successful.
Wow. Thank you so much. I'm extremely humbled, and I just wanted to thank Vimeo, obviously, for the opportunity. And Lucas Corver and Matt Taylor were actually the DPs and were a huge part of it, so they weren't able to be here, but I owe them a huge congrats. And I think more importantly, Jason Wood, I tried to get him out here, but he's completely flat broke right now. So he's just an incredible human being, and his transparency and willingness to allow us into that room and just sort of to be that close was life-changing for all of us. It was just a huge blessing. So I think beyond that, yeah, just a little bit of shock right now. Yeah. Thank you so much.
So our next award is a new category called Captured. Here to explain and present tonight's award is another one of the Vimeo judges. She's a senior curator at the Museum of Modern Art and was named one of Art Review Magazine's 100 most powerful people in the art world. Please welcome Paola Antonelli.
Captured is truly one of the most mesmerizing categories. You know, the word captures refers to a video that indeed captures a live performance or an art installation. And when one uses a video camera to capture art as it happens, the intimacy is very controlled by the editing and by the rhythm of the acquaintance. And to record these living moments is, in a way, to bring the viewer closer to the artist's idea, yet at the same time, there's always a distance and a welcome one. To capture a performance is not to imprison the work, but actually to extend it, and to keep the work alive indefinitely, and perhaps where a piece might have only been seen by a few people, you know, it can be allowed to be seen by millions, and it can touch millions. And here are tonight's finalists. They were all so good. And the Vimeo Award for Outstanding Captured Video goes to Fluid Sculpture by Charlie Bucket.
It's got 3 main parts. There's the tubing, and that's 100 feet of plastic tubing that was knit on a knitting loom. And that knitting loom is actually that blue circle that you can see on the bottom of the sculpture right there. And you can pick that loom up at most craft stores. And then there's also a pump that's off screen that's pumping the colored water and air to make those patterns. And I guess I should say this was actually a prototype for a bigger project, a fluid dress that I made. And I don't have a real video for it yet, but you can check out this test footage that I got. Just imagine it with really dramatic music and
Come, Charlie.
So, wow, I'm really honored, but I really want to get off stage quickly. But before I do, I want to thank Vimeo, because when you're making really strange projects like this at home, it makes it easier when there's a welcoming, forgiving group out there to accept it, and I really appreciate that. So, thanks.
So this category is near and dear to my heart. Original series, having some direct experience with it. The challenge of a series, obviously, is that you have to not only hold the viewer's attention through one clip, but then over and over and over and over again with the same theme. And there's lots of weird pitfalls, like not succumbing to the kind of parody of your own format. And then there's also this incredible, wonderful, weird, dysfunctional relationship that you start getting into with your audience, who expects things from you, and you start expecting things back. It's a very, very special award, and I'm very, very honored to give it. Tonight we're honoring 5 finalists who've maintained a vision and sustained a level of quality across multiple episodes. They've played with and extended the paradigm of serial content in 5 very different and unique ways. Here are tonight's finalists.
Or is it?
This beautiful machine will help us bring the temperature of the chocolate up to its perfect melting point, and then by the process of bringing it down to a specific temperature and then stabilizing at a specific temperature, we're able to get this perfect glossy chocolate bar.
Most of my friends say that I'm way out of your league.
See, no, that you can't say that, because I'm a good person and you're a bad person. They're different leagues. You may be very good looking, but you're a shitty person.
I'm incredibly
But you're a shitty person.
And the Vimeo Award for Outstanding Original Series goes to Breakups, the series, by Ted Treffer.
I would say thus far, my favorite moment in shooting Breakups has been shooting Paul and Cecily's episode. We had been in that bathtub for about an hour and a half, and Paul had drank all of a pint of Jameson except for what you see in that last shot, and we couldn't get it. We were trying to get sadness, and we kept getting anger, we kept getting passive aggression. And then I asked him if he would improvise saying goodbye to Cecily, because she was about to go on tour with Second City, and they've sort of been performance soulmates for the last 3 years. And I asked him to imagine he would never get to perform with her ever again. So what you're actually seeing there is one best friend saying goodbye to another best friend. And, and it makes me cry about every time I watch it.
Unfortunately, Ted was not able to attend tonight, but he has graced us with a video.
Hello everyone, my name's Ted Tremper, and if you're watching this, it means that we've just won Best Original Series. So thank you for that. I apologize, the only place where I could get internet. I'm on tour with Second City performing, and so I couldn't be there, and I really wish that I could. There's a lot of people I wanted to meet. Thank you very, very much, and I hope you guys have a goddamn blast, because I'm stuck in a Starbucks. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Awesome. If there's anything important we learned, it's...
Wait, hold on. Hey, Frank, Zane? Yeah. So we're having a little bit of a technical glitch, so we're just going to have to ask you to step off stage, because there might be some electrical... You don't want me exposed too much. Okay. We'll take a look here. Okay, we got all the screens are here. They are at irregular levels, just so you all know. Okay, let's take a look at some of the wiring here. Okay, yep. Okay, so I've just heard, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to, so sorry about this, and we're going to do a quick little filler while we figure out this problem. It's probably like, you know, a 6 ohm problem, so you know how that goes.
All right. Tonight's nominee for first time Dracula victim goes out to, hey, how you doing? Oh, really? That's, okay, should I switch the wire? Okay, sorry guys, hold on.
It feels so much better. Y'all heard about Vimeo?
Yeah, I heard about Vimeo.
Y'all remember about Vimeo?
Yeah, I remember about Vimeo.
Remember that one time about Vimeo and shit?
Yeah.
I totally do. Awesome. Yeah, okay.
Let's check it out.
Yeah, come on. What? Yeah, come on. 60 bounce to bounce to get your OMES. 2 spells Vimeo. Let's go. Sipping on the beats on the clock. Make up the big tracks. They want walking on fast. Sipping walk on. Breaks and big hands on a clock. Say no to some of the gas. Cause open the bounce. I don't press up the game. Sipping on the pop like this. Stop up. Ready to don't run the distance. The bounce of the gas. The dun 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 dun. The names are done. Blom 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 blom. Shaking my pop like this. What gives you feeling? What gives themselves to film? Tried to upload, but the upload didn't work. Tried to upload, but the upload didn't work. Did you check your network? No, I didn't check it. Oh my god, I wasted all that time. What? Yeah, I hit upload, then I walked away because I thought they would just do it. But then when I came back, it just didn't do it. What the fuck is wrong? What the fuck is wrong? Yo, check your settings. Check your motherfucking settings. It's not a problem with Vimeo. No. Check your settings. Check your motherfucking settings. It's not a problem with Vimeo. Yo, it's the connection. The connection. You forgot to check your connection. Well, I tried to, but I didn't know what to do because I didn't know what to do. What? Yeah, come on, yeah. Put your videos where your videos is. What, yo? Vimeo, yeah. Put your videos where your motherfucking videos is. What? Yeah, starting to count and stuff. If you start to count, then you'll notice some reaction to things that you place on there. It's really super easy. Like Magic the Gathering. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I think we've figured out the problem. Ladies and gentlemen, I get to read from a teleprompter, which I've never done before, so I'm very excited about that. I'm improvising. Hopefully this sounds good. Music videos have come a long way from their poppy MTV days. It no longer takes a big label and a massive budget to create something pretty damn awesome. DIY creators are using the latest technologies and innovative techniques to push the boundaries of the genre and expand the limits of what is possible. Today, many of us, many of the most inventive music videos are finding their audience on the internet. Tonight's finalists are prime examples of the new movement, this new movement. The nominees for the Vimeo Award for Outstanding Music Video are... And the Vimeo Award for Outstanding Music Video goes to Liars, Scissor by Andy Bruntel.
I've always been nervous about having musicians act in music videos. And although I wrote this treatment with an actor in mind, Angus, lead singer of the Liars, really wanted to do it. So I agreed that he could as long as we did a run-through a couple days beforehand, and he agreed to that. So a few days before we shot the video, we ran through the whole thing and shot it with Angus sitting in the raft in the middle of my friend's backyard. And even though it's sort of ridiculous, it totally made me feel at ease with him being able to pull it off. And he has such a distinct look about him and easygoing nature that I just felt like as long as the ocean didn't completely destroy us, that the video could really turn into something very magical.
Wow. Thank you so much, Vimeo. And like Richie said, music videos are pretty low budget these days. So there's a lot of people that work on them for free, and a lot of friends that just kind of help out just for the fun of it, and to go out on a boat in the middle of the ocean for a day. And so I share this with all my friends that helped for free and let me borrow their cameras and stuff. So thank you.
Before we do this, let's give a round of applause for Reggie Watts. Awesome. That was a treat, and it looked pretty damn awesome, too. Please welcome one of the finest motion graphic designers in the business. His work can be seen everywhere from the TV show Dexter to the former late-night show with Conan O'Brien. May it rest in peace. He's also an educator and an active member of the Vimeo community. Please welcome Nick Campbell.
Thanks for having me, everybody. I have to follow Reggie, so that's great. You know, when people think of motion graphics, they most often think that it's just title sequences. But motion graphics have moved far beyond just the icing on the cake. Today, motion graphics have become an art form with very few limits. Our finalists tonight have moved motion graphics to center stage, creating non-character-based animations which have become their own storytelling medium. Take a look at our finalists and you'll see what I mean.
Yet, along with their families, farmers represent 80% of the undernourished population. There are several reasons for this paradox, and they sometimes overlap.
And the winner of tonight's Vimeo Award for Outstanding Motion Graphics is Triangle by Onur Şentürk.
Today I will speak about a special moment for this piece. Normally when I start a project, I imagine what is possible, then try to build the idea with various techniques like CG or actual shoot or mixture of both. After building some elements, I'll do draft editing of the work like you can see on the left. In this stage, this edit gives many hints where project is going. After editing, last part is doing post effects. This is where I exaggerate some parts of the project, like manipulating colors, playing with the timings of the several areas. After all these steps, piece is done and ready to go to sound design. Thank you.
And accepting for Onur is Ferhat Parlak.
Unfortunately, Onur couldn't be here today. He is originally from Turkey, and
this award means a lot to us because Vimeo was recently banned in Turkey 2 weeks ago. So along with YouTube, YouTube has been banned 2 years, and Vimeo has been banned 2 weeks. So it's, you know, all the restrictions and all the difficulties, all the motion graphic artists in Turkey without any studios and just freelancing, trying their best to, you know, achieve something. So this means a lot to us. Thank you.
So while the Vimeo Awards look to the future of creating content on the web, we're also here to honor those who have helped us to get to this moment. Those people, digital mavericks, have also helped us shape to where we are at this particular moment. I'm kind of now not looking at the teleprompter because I've lost it completely. And I'm going to change the award. We're going to give an award to everybody in the front row. Yes. These people, digital mavericks, are people who have literally right from the beginning shaped what the possibilities of this landscape looks like. It's pretty incredible to think about people that started very early on with rudimentary equipment and have achieved tons. And I'm just waiting for the scroll. When we speak of a digital maverick, we're talking about, what are we talking about? What award are we talking about here? The Digital Maverick. Listen, I need to be honest with you people. There's something called the Digital Maverick here, and we don't really know what it is. There is actually nothing in the teleprompter this entire evening, but tonight I'm very proud to present this Digital Maverick Award to the Neistat brothers. Now, from the moment that they bought their very first iMac and Digicam in 2000 to the premiere of their very own series on HBO this year, they have not stopped making videos. Utilizing consumer-grade cameras and editing equipment, they've created a visual style that is organic, experimental, transgressive, and almost always hilarious. Whether it's their 2003 rant, iPod's dirty secret, which quite possibly forced Apple to change its battery replacement policy on its own, to chronicling the ease of stealing their own bicycles. Their work has always epitomized some of the best and earliest of an autobiographical genre which lives and is indigenous to the web. In the past 10 years, they've made hundreds of videos with no signs of quitting, and I hope they don't, because their unique voice, passion for creation, and pioneering spirit, we're proud to present this 2010 Vimeo Digital Maverick Award to the Neistat brothers.
The hell?
Accepting the award tonight is a Neistat brother, Casey. Congratulations.
And thank you for that impassioned, heartfelt, from the soul introduction. It meant a lot. Thank you, and thanks from Van. He just moved to LA. He does not like cold weather. But I've got a quotation here. I knew these things would be fucking broken, so I wrote mine down. This is, Francis Coppola said this 20 years ago. He said, "The great hope is one day soon, some little fat girl in Ohio is going to be the new Mozart and make a beautiful film with her father's little camcorder. And this whole professionalism about movies will be destroyed forever. And filmmaking will become an art form." I think it's particularly poignant because I do think that all that professionalism has been destroyed, and I do think that filmmaking has become an art form, and it's with tools like Vimeo that make it happen. So thanks, guys.
That is, by the way, how I speak when I'm heartfelt. I take out a piece of paper and I fuck it up. So for tonight's Digital Maverick Award, not really, I'm not going to do it again. Listen, people. Our next honorary award is for feature presentation. Vimeo gives this to a person or team who are at the forefront of making innovative feature films online. Tonight, we honor Star Wars Uncut. Woo! Casey Pugh and his team embody that revolution of technology, opportunity, and people. They harnessed the collective passion and creativity of Star Wars fans, introduced them to a crazy idea, and used Vimeo's Upload API, you don't hear that very often in awards shows, API, to gather clips from around the world. The result was an unexpected, funny, collaborative, all-embracing form of feature video. They proved that successful art can be collaborative, sometimes. And isn't that the main point of the last 10 years? It's why we're incredibly honored to give the award for outstanding feature presentation to Star Wars Uncut.
Welcome to Star Wars Uncut, the first site to let users recreate a classic film in an interactive environment. The concept is simple. We cut up the original Star Wars A New Hope into 15-second scenes. Fans download their favorite original clip, recreate it however they like, and upload it back to the site. We put it back together and watch the magic happen.
Commissioner, this is going to be a real short trip. Okay, hit it.
Wow. This is really an honor for many reasons. First, thank you, Vimeo. And thank you, Uncut team, Jamie Wilkinson, Annalise Pruitt, and everyone else who couldn't be here. My friends, my family, and especially to all the contributors. This would never exist without them. And I'm proud. I am proud because 4 years ago, I was in a little apartment working with 3 other guys helping make Vimeo. And to see it grow to where it is today, and be amongst all these creative individuals and directors and producers. It's just an honor, and I'm just happy to be here, and thank you so much.
So experimental is a category where the artist asks, what if? What if life itself was conceived by an operatic two-headed chicken? What if you found footage online of random people dropping their cameras and spliced them together to create a wormhole-like connection to other worlds? What if modern dance was substituted for words? What if dense text was juxtaposed with shots of blood cells? What if your thoughts could manifest themselves in geometric shape? These are a few what-ifs that the finalists in the experimental category asked themselves and answered this evening. For an experimental video, the idea itself is the point. It's not about making something that fits into a particular genre. You just have a crazy idea and you do it. And these 5 finalists did it beautifully.
Advisable for anything not cheap. So yeah.
Oops.
Wow, look at it now, there's a real water and light to it. Way! Going on through here.
Nature of a macroscopic feature, one molecular momentum radiation as our teacher. Of a universe whose time period as yet appears conducive to a horizontal movement of a moment that's elusive. But as nothing is conclusive, and as time truth stands reclusive. Forward time must be elusive, and the rest is inconclusive.
What if? And the winner of the Vimeo Award for Outstanding Experimental Video is Oops by Chris Beckman.
Watching these videos on Vimeo too, the ones that spoke the most to me creatively were these, little honest voyeuristic portals into people's lives, these accidental videos that a lot of people would argue don't even have any reason to be uploaded. And so I wanted to find a way to contextualize those into something worthwhile, and something that was almost an adventure of the adventure of watching online videos that we all take for granted nowadays. So, thanks.
Wow, I did not expect to win. I don't really have a crew or anything to thank, because it was just me watching YouTube for about 10 hours a day. So, I'd like to thank YouTube if I can do that at a Vimeo festival. But online video, networking in general. I'd like to thank my parents and my professors. I feel like I'm supposed to do that. A big thank you to the judges for watching past the first 10 seconds and realizing it wasn't something someone uploaded on accident. Yeah, thanks a lot.
And now a message from our next presenters. They are pioneers in the art of audiovisual remixing and one of the finalists for the Remix Award. They've worked with U2, Fatboy Slim, and Public Enemy. Here they are presenting the Remix Award the best way they know how. Ladies and gentlemen, Eclectic Method.
Finalist
for a Vimeo remix.
award for video.
You must use
Text.
graphics,
Sound.
video, and/or animation,
Which recombines.
mixes,
Mashes. Intermingles.
and
Modifies.
existing digital
To create.
a new transformative work.
You can take a beat
And
mix it up with
place and add.
something familiar. Ladies and gentlemen.
Boom goes the dynamite, the dynamite, the dynamite.
Remix video.
And the finalists are... You're like me. Filmmaking is being part of a club, a discussion amongst intellectuals. Peter reads that the films of Alan J. Pakula influenced David Fincher. Pakula made The Parallax View, which was influenced by The Manchurian Candidate. Be mighty skeptical. You possess the life and security of all freedom-loving people will be in danger.
My name is the Lord. When I lay my vengeance upon thee.
You're up.
And the winner is.
And the winner is.
The winner is.
The winner is.
The winner is. The winner is.
That means the winner is.
The winner is.
I saw it in this book right here.
I guess my favorite aspect is taking film samples with dialogue completely out of context from obscure and kind of boring public domain movies.
That's a lie.
And cutting them together with other equally out of context samples.
One bare-faced lie after another.
In order to create powerful and sometimes funny sequences. One of my favorite musical sections, also obviously created from samples, is the Money Has to Roll In remix march.
We haven't done bad, but we've got to do better. Money has to roll in, 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 roll in.
Hi, hello. I'm not Kasumi. I'm her son. Kasumi is in Ohio right now, and she's clearly very sad that she can't be here right now. But she wanted me to send her profound appreciation for this, and really for Vimeo itself for being able to be a platform for sharing sharing things like this. And so thank you very much.
How you guys doing? Good? You feeling it? To present the award for Outstanding Narrative, please welcome one of the most respected indie film producers. He's won more Sundance Grand Prizes than any other producer in history. His films include Happiness, American Splendor, The Brothers McMullen, The Wedding Banquet, and way too many others to mention. He's also a Vimeo Award judge. Ladies and gentlemen, Ted Hope.
As an independent producer, I've heard a lot of talk about the death of indie film. But the fact is, indie film isn't dead. Maybe its old business model is. But independent film, truly independent film, is just on the brink of being born. And that's why we're here tonight. Tonight, the filmmakers made the films they wanted to make without a star or golden distribution deal. They distributed the films right here on the internet for free on sites like Vimeo. The internet, without a doubt, is the single greatest tool we have ever seen for the creation of a truly independent film culture. Tonight's finalists are outstanding examples of the promise of what lies ahead. Here they are.
You like to take photos?
Just for the act of documenting what was happening to him, who we shared moments with, as if interactions with people were rare and out of the ordinary.
She was a model. We talked about our childhoods, where we studied, our dreams, everything. We clicked. This was it.
Citizen, put your hands on your head. This is your final warning.
You saw 5 of those. I watched 20, and they were all equally outstanding. Just truly great work that was completely impressive. It was a hard decision. But the winner of the Vimeo Award for Outstanding Narrative Video is Thrush by Gabriel Bissett-Smith.
The thing about this story is that obviously because it's so based in present reality where a lot of people can relate to it, a lot of people who viewed the film were sort of quite disappointed when they found out that it wasn't real, because obviously all the relationship stuff is staged, but I think that's a compliment to our actors. Really, they did a good job. And we shot all of the 6-month relationship photos on one day, and we didn't think that far ahead, so we nearly did it that they were wearing the same clothes in every shot, until our costume woman said that we should probably have different clothes to symbolise the 6 months. So if she hadn't have done that, it probably would have looked like one very short, intense relationship, or one very long relationship with 2 very poor people.
Unfortunately, Gabriel couldn't be here tonight, so here to accept the award is Chris Kling.
Hi, Gabe's back in London, as is Graham, and Gabe's working on a play called The Charming Man at Theatre 503. But they would like to thank the judges and everybody who watched, and all the friends and everyone who was involved to put it all together to make it happen. All right, and thanks Vimeo. Thanks.
This is it. Wow. Hey, I'd like to just take a moment to thank the incredible staff and Vimeo.com for putting this evening together. It's really looked absolutely beautiful, and it's been a real wonderful thing bringing it together. So this is the big one, the big special enchilada award called the Vimeo Award for Best Video. A mix of Vimeo judges chose the best video from all of tonight's winners. The recipient of the Best Video Award will get a $25,000 grant to produce even more incredible work. It was an incredibly tough choice. All of the finalists we've seen here this evening demonstrated the amazing potential of the web. And every single one deserves our honor here tonight. Please give yourselves a round of applause. So, the winner of the 2010 Vimeo Award for Best Video, plus a $25,000 grant, is Last Minutes with Odin by Elliot Rausch, Lucas Corver, Matt Taylor, Foes Pictures.
Didn't vomit on the first one, so bear with me. That wasn't supposed to happen. Thank you. It's just pretty mind-blowing. It's just such a simple story, and you know, before I came here, Jason just asked me if I were to win any money at all, that I could help him get a new set of teeth because his teeth are rotting, and I guess it's more his award than it is mine. I just feel like I sort of showed up, and it was right timing. And in some way, I guess I want to put some type of email or something you can get a hold of the guy, so you can just tell him that you love him and that you appreciated his film. But I'm truly honored and extremely humbled by this. So I thank you so much for everything.
Yeah, it's been awesome to be here and to be part of a moment like that. So that's it, guys. Thanks for coming. All the videos tonight can be seen. Hold on. We got some house cleaning to do. This is like a relationship. You got to listen to me sometimes, too. I've been just like... Listen, all of the videos tonight can be seen on Vimeo.com. As you make your way to the after party, which is at the IAC HQ on 18th Street, please check out the projection mapping is on the outside of the building, which should look stunning tonight. Have a really great night. It's been an honor to be here. Thank you.